As individual nations, Africa may seem weak, but together, with a single purpose, we become powerful. Burkina Faso has just shaken the global financial order. President Ibrahim Traoré has unveiled a new African currency. Afro Money, backed by gold, cobalt, and oil, free from Western control. No one saw it coming. Now the world is asking, why would a leader risk everything to launch such a currency now? Let's find out. When Africa first waved the flags of independence, many believed the struggle was over. Colonial rulers were gone. National anthems changed. But beneath the surface, one chain remained untouched. Monetary control. And that chain didn't just linger, it tightened. In 2025, Africa doesn't need tanks on its soil to be subdued. It only needs the wrong kind of money in its pockets. That's what Ibrahim Traoré understood. While politicians chase development loans and sit through IMF lectures, their currencies are being quietly used against them. The most glaring example? The CFA franc. The CFA isn't just money. It's a foreign instrument disguised as African currency. Born out of French colonialism, it still binds 14 nations to the French treasury. These countries can't print money without approval. They can't freely use their reserves. They're forced to keep large portions of their assets locked in French banks, interest-free. In practice, that means African nations are sovereign only on paper. When global markets crash, they can't protect themselves. When inflation rises, they can't stimulate growth. Their economic pulse is controlled from Paris. So why launch Afro Money now? Because for the first time in decades, the geopolitical structure that sustained this system is cracking. France is losing its grip in West Africa. ECOWAS is splintering. Military-led governments in Mali, Niger, Guinea, and now Burkina Faso are breaking away from old alliances. This isn't just rebellion, it's replacement. Traoré knows no revolution is real if your economy still runs on your oppressor's pen. Afro Money isn't a gamble, it's a necessity. The global financial system rewards dependence and punishes independence. Countries that try to de-dollarize, escape Eurobond traps, or reject the CFA are hit with sanctions, trade freezes, and currency downgrades. Instead of patching a broken system, Traoré decided to build something new, something no foreign power can freeze, devalue, or delay. And he's not alone. Whispers of monetary independence are spreading across Africa. Young people disillusioned with old structures are rallying behind the idea of true ownership. But Afro Money is more than a protest. It's a manifesto in your hand. Unlike the dollar or the euro, which display past leaders, monuments, and metaphors, Afro Money tells a story of defiance. Its notes feature revolutionaries the West tried to erase. Thomas Sankara, assassinated for challenging Western debt. Patrice Lumumba, overthrown with foreign complicity. Queen Nzinga, who fought decades of resistance against Portuguese colonization. And Nelson Mandela, depicted not as a gentle elder, but as the sharp young revolutionary. Even the typography is bold. Afro Money dominates the note's center. Some carry inscriptions in African languages, not colonial ones. A quiet but powerful rejection of linguistic imperialism. The coins? They're not pocket change. They're micro-monuments. Africa, without colonial borders, fist-breaking chains, baobab trees fused with circuit diagrams, symbols of digital sovereignty. Around their rims are African proverbs, anti-colonial quotes, and lines from poetry once erased from textbooks. Currency isn't just economics, it's narrative control. And Afro Money rewrites the narrative. It forces African leaders to reflect. You cannot praise Sankara while signing deals with the same powers that helped eliminate him. You cannot honor Lumumba while attending IMF banquets. Afro Money is a mirror, and it makes many uncomfortable. But design is only half the battle. Survival is the other. Traoré knows Afro Money will be attacked through currency manipulation, cyber warfare, or sanctions. That's why it was built as a PowerShell fortress currency. Its foundation lies in blockchain, decentralized, stored across multiple African nations. No single server can be seized. No foreign bank can freeze it. Every transaction is verified without passing through Western systems. Unlike speculative cryptocurrencies, Afro Money's blockchain is built for security and sovereignty. NAR. It's backed not by one commodity, but by a basket of African resources: gold, cobalt, oil, uranium, making it harder to manipulate. It will first be used in intra-African trade in sectors where Africa has leverage: gold from Burkina Faso, cobalt from Congo, oil from Nigeria, uranium from Niger. Commodities so vital that buyers cannot easily boycott them. And like Russia and China did after sanctions, Africa is building its own alternative to SWIFT, a payment system that allows trade even if the West tries to cut it off. But Traoré knows the real sabotage often comes from within. African elites who thrive on foreign dependency will resist change. That's why adoption starts with allied nations, then expands when stability is proven. Afro Money is not just survival, it's part of a wider vision, a borderless Africa. The African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA, already aims to create a single market, but fragmented currencies cripple it. Afro Money solves that overnight. A farmer in Ivory Coast could sell cocoa directly to a chocolatier in Kenya. No dollar, no euro, no foreign bank. Paired with a single African passport and continental transport corridors, Afro Money, free movement, and free trade become the three pillars of true sovereignty. Together, they could create the largest common currency zone in the world by population, bigger than the EU, richer in resources, and stronger in negotiating power. But unity has enemies. France would lose its monetary empire. The IMF and World Bank would lose leverage. Multinationals that profit from African volatility would lose their advantage. And inside Africa, leaders tied to foreign interests would lose their relevance. That's why Afro Money will face attacks: economic, political, and digital. History warns us, leaders who tried similar reforms, Lumumba, Sankara, Gaddafi, were not opposed, they were eliminated. Still, the harder outsiders fight Afro Money, the clearer its necessity becomes. Because this war isn't fought with guns, it's fought in wallets. The question is simple: can a nation be free if its currency is not? Let us know in the comments, what happens when your wallet answers to another country? If you want to see more stories like this on Black history, culture, and identity, subscribe to our channel and join the movement. Until next time, stay tuned.